Jane Cleland here, and the question is, what are reader expectations when it comes to cozies? Here are 4 elements readers expect when they pick up a cozy mystery. First, an amateur sleuth or a semi-amateur sleuth. And by that I mean that the person either has an occupation, a career that lets them do organic research, but they're not a member of the police, they're not a private eye, they are a true amateur. But you know, Hercule Poirot was a retired detective, and that's semi-amateur. Secondly, the killer and the victim are known to one another. You won't find a random serial killer in a cozy mystery. The motives are domestic. It is love that turned to hate, money that turned to greed, revenge, might be lust, sex somehow figuring into it, and it might be fear of exposure, for example. So the motive is personal between this person who's killing and this person who's the victim. The third variable is that there's nothing on stage, no explicit violence, cussing, or sex. So that we could see the dead body, but we don't see the person being murdered. And you're not going to describe it in any blood and guts kind of way. The murder itself will be tasteful. I know that sounds kind of funny to think about, but we're not decapitating people. They're just not gory. Okay, and then the final variable is that forensics, if they figure into the solution at all, it's very, very little. Maybe fingerprints, maybe, yeah, that's really it. You just don't use forensics in a cozy. The solution depends on the deductive ability of the sleuth, the little gray cells. So get yourself an amateur sleuth with an organic reason to do research. Make sure the killer and victim know one another and have a domestic reason to kill. Don't have anything explicit on stage, overly graphic. And let the solution come from the deductive abilities of the sleuth. And I'll add that usually they're set in a small town. It's not a requirement, but usually they're set in a small town. Good luck with it.